Houston Astro fans? Bayou City boys are back. It's been
What
a
up?
while for a little bit for Astros content, but spring training is here. End of February, beginning of March. Um, we have a few questions, few
We got a spring.
answers.
We got a we got a game tomorrow, son. A game.
Astros versus Washington. Get to see some actions. A few people we want to see out there. We don't know our starter yet, of course, as of this recording, so but we'll be good. Um,
Is there anybody that you're watching for entertainment purposes? Like, I want to
Cabbage.
see that exactly. Like, this is where the Cabbage Patch Kid starts, right here on Bayou City Boys. I want to see what he can do. I feel like he could be the Yonner Diaz from last year in the sense like he's gonna be so good that people are just gonna want him to play.
there's some players. I don't know what it is with the Astros. I don't know what it is with Dana Brown. First of all, and I don't know what it is the Astros. He finds players that want to do good, that come in and play the position that they need of what you ask them to do.
Mm-hmm.
They don't try to do too much, and maybe you get more out of it. Like I'll use Dubon for instance. We What we got out of him last year was just phenomenal. Now, Cabbage though, it's like we when we got him, we are like, oh, that's a deal. But then as especially you were like, oh, hold on, this is a Dana. This is a Dana deal. Hold on, this might be something that turns the wheels a bit to end
And he
up being
has like
something
the
else.
personality that we need.
Yeah.
Like he's the kind of dude that'll make you forget about a Bregman. I
Oh
think
yeah.
I see a star there. I really do. I see a good Astro there, a good player there.
I mean, you got some fun going around. Another one. I mean, I want to see these pitchers.
Well, that's what I was gonna ask you. You know how like in football they always say like complementary football. Like there's
Yeah.
three parts to it: offense, defense, special teams. Like, who are you most optimistic about when the season starts? The lineup, the starters, the bullpen.
Man, I kind of want to see the starters.
Yeah, me too. I kind of do too. Well, see, I want to see what they're gonna do. What I'm most optimistic about the lineup because I really feel like this is a team that's gonna score a shit ton of runs, which is opposite of what we were doing before.
Yeah, there was a home games we struggled a lot. I think for me it's just because the Christian Javier losing weight, 15 pounds. They said he looks phenomenal. There's Joe Espada is like this could be probably his best year of his career. Um, JP France, of course, dealing with some injuries. His wife wrote on our Facebook and was like, "Hey, it's his first season of pitching. A full season. It takes a toll on the body. Give it time. He'll be good." So it kind of you get it. We had to take a step back, I think, and be like, "Oh, JP France never really did that. Christian Javier never really did that. Hunter Brown never really did that." They stood in for guys that were supposed to be there injured. They come back, and now they're ready. They know, oh, this season I have to be
Mm-hmm.
able to go that long. I have to be able to go all the way into October, deep October runs. So I think it's going to be different for me when I look at them because I am going to have expectations for them, but also I know that I got to hinder them a bit because they're still young, they're still learning, that position. But I mean, I when you said the hitting, I for some reason didn't even trigger in my head until I started thinking like that's going to be something that we definitely will probably see. Like when Espada said, "Oh, I want to make sure Jeremy Pena knows exactly where he's going to be at in the lineup." They can
Mm-hmm.
do a lot for him.
Mm-hmm. I mean, and you're hoping that Tucker and Abreu don't start the season off again like dog shit, and
Yeah,
probably. I mean, you have a healthy Altuve, hopefully going to start this season. Healthy Jordan. Tucker's gonna do Tuck, hot or cold. I mean, but still, like, well, you're bat number four. Do something. I really feel like I feel it. Like this is a team that scores runs, so it doesn't require our pitching to be that great, but they're still sufficient enough to make sure that the pitchers cover. We get in the run. I see a good team, bro. I feel good about this team.
Especially like giving the runs to Framber of all people,
Hmm.
because as your ace, they would struggle every time he. It was like, bro, he has to pitch a perfect game pretty much. But the way the feel of the team with Espada being the head, it feels
It
relaxing.
really does, right? It's
Yeah,
like, all right, we're ready. Like, we ain't scared of nothing, especially in the AL. Not in my opinion. Like, I don't
yeah,
fear nobody. I could
yeah.
wait a little longer to play some people, but like, it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean they have us pretty much as the favorites of the AL West. I mean, we know none of that really matters till the games are played, but I agree with it though. I feel that you know Rangers did their thing, whatever, but we are a better team with the Josh Hader, with the injured players coming back, with a Justin Verlander full time. And just a new manager. I get people are worried that well Dusty's gone. I was like I actually like this Joe Espada upgrade. I feel it's an upgrade. It's
That's another thing I'm kind of watching out for. I'm hoping for close games this spring. I want to see like is are you proactive or are you reactionary? I was always my beef with Dusty is like you're too reactionary to the shit going on instead of being the aggressor within the game, and then you do it too late. Like I feel like as Astros fans, we watch so much Astros base. Like say for instance, like something like a pitcher comes in and he throws two bad balls in the dirt, and you're like, well, I know this guy. He's not going to get it together. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Make him face the minimum. Get him out of here. Dusty was like, nah, let's let him put up 2 runs and then we'll get him out of there. I just want to see if a spotter pulls him. You know what I mean? Like, no, 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 we don't
yeah.
have time for that shit.
And I know that I mean Dusty talked about it at times, but the media and the fans kind of started to move away from Dusty with his answers because he'd be like, "Oh, you got to let your pitcher ride it out sometimes." And it's like, "Yeah, I get it. We're human. If I pull you every time there's danger, then you're gonna probably end up sucking." And every time, look at Aroldis Chapman, for instance.
Yep.
But the thing is, also, if we're seeing it like, "Yo, this dude just ain't got it today, man," and he'd leave him out there, but then Urquidy has it, and he's like, "I'm pull him." It's like, what the fuck, like. And so yeah, I agree. I think Espada though, as weird as it is, I think the dual language of it is also going to play a part of him being able to talk to his players in English, but also the all the Latin players that we have in Spanish.
That's why I'm
And
expecting some good shit from Jordan. Like, man, I'm going to call it. Jordan's going to be in the MVP conversation at the end of this season. I feel like.
ranked top 8 of the top 100, he's fine. The top ranked top left fielder. People are starting to
It just
realize,
always feels like he's excelling at one part of the doing something phenomenal, but he never like put it together at once. But I think if he could stay healthy, like it's such a wonky ass injuries. Like you had an oblique injury. It's like come on, you know what I mean? Like if you can minimize that shit and play most of the season, I think he's gonna be in the conversation.
and we talked about it. The times that Espada was pretty much managing, he had the Jordan we saw there was like, who's this dude? This guy has a whole personality. I was like,
It's so funny you say that because when I was thinking earlier, I was like, well, like, what do I want to see from Espada that I wasn't getting from Dusty? And it's like, I didn't want to be too critical of Dusty because he did what the fuck he had to with that beat up team he had to get us one game from the World Series. So kudos to you. One thing Dusty always did that pissed me off a dude would be on fire. 2 hits, 3 hits, home run. You know what I'm saying? Like games in a row, and then it's like, oh, he's scheduled for a day off. He's not playing. I was like, dude, he's got the hottest bat on the fucking planet. Leave that dude in the lineup. I want to see if a spotter recognizes that and he stays with it.
it's like, hey, bro, you'll get your rest when that bat goes down. You'll get your
Yep.
rest. It's like it's like in basketball. If you're making, feed that dude. Feed him.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna just change the game plan. No, I'm gonna feed you, bro, until it's done. Yeah,
Especially when it's somebody like McCormick. Like if he's balling, leave him in the fucking lineup. Like what are you doing?
And a lot of them, and like I get it, like it's a long season, but I can give you, hey, I can figure something out. Hey, I'm gonna leave you in. You're gonna play DH today, bro. I'm gonna need your bat in there. I'm gonna play you at DH. We'll figure it the hell out. Y'all guys can be mad, but that bat's hot. We're gonna ride with it. It's like
Man,
Dubon. Dubon, the perfect example. He was hot there. It's like, oh, well, we needed this, so we're taking him out. I was like, what are you doing?
it was such a. It pissed me off because I seen him do that to Lance. That's why I use him as a not Lance as to Chaz and to
Yeah,
Pena. It was like you rested them while their bat was getting hot, and it kind of fucked them up a little bit. So just leave them there because you played them 6 out of 7 games, but it's like that fourth game you lost, you could have won or some shit.
yeah. Espada, all we're saying is you got the keys to the Cadillac.
This is the first time probably since like '01 that I feel really confident. Really
Ooh.
confident. Not '01, 21.
I knew what you meant. Yeah, you said 21. I knew what I was like. He's got to be 21. Yeah, yeah. That was a. Whew.
2019 kind of felt this way a little bit too. We're good. We'll get it together.
Yeah. I mean, Grapefruit League starts Saturday. We'll have a few more. Have a lot more games actually going forward. A lot of players. Who do you think does not make the roster, or who do you not?
Singleton.
No, I couldn't even finish the sentence. Yeah, I figured it was him. I mean, I'm not mad at that. Honestly, I feel like if he's there, then people we signed aren't doing their job.
True.
Talking to you, Cabbage. We are part of the.
If you had to
Cabbage
keep one player, do you keep Singleton or do you keep Jokes?
Jokes.
Do you keep Singleton or do you keep Hensley?
Hensley.
Do you keep Hensley or do you keep Jokes?
Jokes. That's tough though, because
It is.
if Cabbage plays the way I think he's gonna play, Jokes becomes even more expensive.
And if you get rid of Jokes, then you could play Cabbage, and if you need Durden.
Yes. Glad this is not my job to figure out. Also, I'm glad that they're gonna play for their spots. So, which is funny because we know how well these guys can play and not play, but people that don't watch the Astros are like, "Oh, these guys suck." And it's like, "Oh, that's cool, bro.
Yep.
That's
It's
fine."
cool. When
That's
you can't pronounce his fucking name in the middle of the season and he's the hottest player on the Astros. Cabbage.
We're on the Cabbage train. You heard it here first. Bayou City boys. We are on your side, Cabbage. We got all the love. Forget lettuce. It's all about cabbage this month.
Just hope it's not a Davis Mills thing.
Yeah. Oh, let's hope not. All right, Astro fans, drop your comments down below. What are your expectations for the Houston Astros season? You can check out all of our other videos. We'll be doing a lot more going forward because the season has just started. The stove is hot right now. That being said, like, subscribe. We got you covered in all Houston sports. Check out our socials. We are out of here, Houston. Have a great weekend. Much love. Later.
It's baseball season.
How much I'm working for this? I swear my dreams are too important.